V-Berg, V-Berg. Anyways, I had to fix my hair too. I know my hair. I just did the recording for the previous one about I'd rather be rich. But in this one, I'm going to be talking about the places that I want to live because, after this guy, it's going to happen after this, you know? The world is full of surprises, right? So I don't know what's going to happen, after Trump leaves. Who's going to take over? Is it JD Vance or is it going to be a Democrat? You know, the Democrats, they're really trying to, get back in there and take over and screw everything up, put us in war. So, as I was talking about in the previous video towards the end on Dubai, uh, if I were to live somewhere, I'd probably go over there because they got strict rules, which I hear about. Like, if you even do something you're not supposed to, you're fucked. Okay? I like laws. It's more like you're safe in Dubai. Like you fuck up, you're fucked. You're screwed. You're screwed. Same thing with Japan. If you do something that you shouldn't be doing in Japan, you're screwed. Totally handcuffed. Like their laws is and I rather be in a country that I know that I'm gonna be safe in. And I don't want to cause problems. I'm not a person that is like other YouTubers or streamers. I just don't want to go into someone else's home and just see. I know people do all that stuff for clicks and views. And if you look at my videos, I barely upload. That's because I'm too busy working. I got an actual job. I literally work, which I gotta be at work today and like a couple hours from now. So I'm gonna have to head out of here and go to work. And again, I barely upload. But if I were to go somewhere, it probably would be Japan, Dubai. I don't really know. Um, that's another reason why I want to be rich because I'd rather be in an area that I know I'm gonna be like, yeah, I know I'm safe here. Like, I'm not a religious person, but if I were to choose some sort of religion, I do like, I can't say I like Islam, the Muslim, but I do like their tradition because they mean their tradition, if that makes sense. Like, they follow their traditional values when Christianity doesn't really follow their tradition. Here in America, they're Christian. Like women say, "Well, I'm a Christian. I believe in God and God first," but they're on OnlyFans and they're on Instagram and they're on all this stuff exposing themselves and I'm just all no. Because I mean, yeah, you do you kind of see it with Muslim people, but not really. You don't see it that much. I think that's just because of social media, and I think it's probably because of America, but um, or the people in America. But most of your Muslim women, they're very traditional, they're very modest, they're very respectful of themselves. Um, I prefer that over anything. Not that I want to be part of that religion, because I'm not a religious person. I'm an atheist. Mostly. I believe that life was evolved. I believe that the universe popped into existence from some quantum pressure some sort of like, I guess I know they say vacuum, but this is what I thought how the universe came into existence is my mom, she used to collect snails, right? And it would be this empty square box, right? This little clear square box. Just picture a box, but it's clear. You can see right through it. And or think of like a, maybe a bottle, but just turn it into a square. You know what I mean? Um, and I took everything out of it because she had rocks in it, and I just looked at it and I was like, well, what's left in it? So there's oxygen. So what if I sucked all the oxygen out? Then there's just pressure. It's weird to say it like that, but like I thought of that. Like if you sucked all the air out, then it would like compress, right? So something's going on in there. Maybe like some pressure. Even though there's nothing in there, something's going on in that. And I thought maybe over time that did something and created everything you see in the universe. I just fail to think that some intelligent did this. I don't know how people can accept that. That's something that always bothered me. Like, there's so much craziness in this world, and there's people who actually do try in life just to get somewhere. They get fucked. I always see bad people seem to get away with shit while good people suffer and end up. It's the same thing with kids. Kids end up with cancer. They end up with all these problems. I don't know. It's just something that always bothered me. Uh, I know I'm going off subject here with the whole like. I know I wanted this video to be like where I wanted to live and stuff, but then it ended up. See, I'm always making a video about something. I'm always like throwing other things in, talking about myself. I know it's weird. I always go off subject. I have a problem with that. Um, but screw it. Look, let me go back to where I want to live. But if I were gonna live somewhere, it would probably be like Dubai, Japan, maybe Russia. Okay, because I think Russia they definitely have traditionalism over there, and I like stuff that has that traditionalism and very, you need to be on your best behavior. You need to just do what you're supposed to do. If you want to go to a store, go to a store. Don't cause chaos. If you cause chaos, boom, you end up in handcuffs. One wrong move and you're handcuffed. If people see it, the police will bust you right away. You it's not that there's no freedom, it's just people want respect. People want a clean area. I think the laws in other countries are better. America just allows you to do stupid shit, and that just bothers me. Like, you can blast your music and just be loud and cause problems when in another country, if you do that, you're probably gonna get, the cops to you. You might get arrested. I don't know. I just know that other countries have more strict rules while America doesn't have strict rules. And I don't know. I guess with Trump in the office, let's see where things go. Because you know, I don't know. Trump is the only person in my book that seems to have laws that he wants respected, while the Democrats don't want that. So that's why, if I were going to choose to live, those would be the places. Plus, I hear when you buy something, it's yours, and if you tax, there's no tax. So that's another thing. I look for something like that, which here in America, everything has to do with taxes, and I'm just like, I don't like this. It's just like it depends on where you live. Like yeah, I want freedom, but I don't really care about freedom. care about freedom in a virtual world than the real world. I know it sounds kind of weird to say that, but in a virtual world, I can do whatever the fuck I want, right? I could go in here, cause chaos, because I'm not doing anything bad. It's like a virtual world. But in the real world, there's consequences. Again, there's not saying there's no consequences when it comes to video games, because there is. But in the real world, when you go to jail, you go to jail, you know, and you're in there for a long time, and you just got to deal with it. And it's not pleasant. It's not something you should want. When in video games, when you get arrested, it's like 2 minutes and then you're just back out. You get what I'm saying on this? It's like I'd rather do things virtually. Like if I wanted to kill someone in a video game, I don't have to worry because they'll come back because they're running on codes. They just spawn back in. Which in the real world, if I were to kill somebody, that's it. Game over. They're not coming back. Once they're gone, they're gone. That's the sad part about reality. So, I don't know. I just think that if I were to get to be in a place, I'd rather be in those areas. I don't know about Europe. Europe is already gone. I don't know about South America, but when you're rich, you get to travel, and hopefully I get to travel and I'll see where I want to stay, which seems better. Like I want to know the rules and the laws and what can I do, what can I do. Um, I just think America's kind of went down a stupid path. Um, and it's not Trump. I think Trump is doing good. It's just the scary part about it is what happens after Trump. Um, and even if JD Vance were to get in, is he going to be the same as Trump? You know, is it going to end up worse? Uh, I think about this stuff. Like, what's going to happen when the 4 years is up? That's why I'm making videos. This is why I keep saying I want to be rich. I wish I was rich. I just want to be rich because after Trump's 4 terms or 4 years in his second term, what's going to happen? Do the Democrats come back in? And then, because who knows? It probably won't be Kamala. It won't be, I don't know, what's it, Gavin Newsom. It'll probably be somebody could be famous, right? It could be some celebrity. I mean, think about it. We're all full of surprises here. We look at Trump and what was he? He was a real estate businessman. He was also the celebrity apprentice dude. And then now look at him. He's the president of the United States. So it's like, what happens? Where do we go from here? So I don't know. It's just something to look into. Is it going to be a celebrity that's a Democrat that's going to trick people into doing things and then we all get screwed in the end? That's something that I think about all the time. And it's like, that's scary to think about. Like, I don't know. But that's why I say it's better to be rich because once you're rich, where are you going to go? You got to travel. You got to go to these places and find out what fits. Because I don't know. It's good. It's good that Trump won. I'm glad we have a leader now. I know people probably see Trump different. I'm not saying Trump is perfect because I think there's a lot of things that I look at Trump and I'm just like, He did not. Why, bro? Why? Why? Dude, did he just say that? It's kind of like what Trump does. He likes to repeat things 3 times, so it must be true, you know? I've heard that from somebody. Who did I hear that from? Oh yeah, I think I was watching Gold on one of his videos, and he said that. Yeah, yeah, he said that. It was Gold, and he said the whole like Beetlejuice type thing. If you say Beetlejuice 3 times, then it must be true or something. That's right. No, but it is true. Yeah. So yeah, because Trump has a habit of doing that. He likes to say things like multiple times, and he just so it's like, oh yeah, this is it. Oh, he's right. He's right. He said it 3 times. It must be right. Like I see his technique, but I do like Trump. I do like Trump. I think we do have a real badass leader in the office, and that's what we need. We need somebody like that. But if again, after Trump's term, where do I go? I don't know where to go. You know, it's scary to think about, guys. That's why it's better to be rich, because when you're rich, because if something happens, where do you go? Right? I gotta give Rosie O'Donnell credit. She left to what? Ireland? Is that it? She went to Ireland? I don't know, but she left, which is kind of good because most celebrities, when they say they're gonna leave after a term of, oh, this president's gonna be elected, I'm leaving. And then what happens? They don't leave. They don't move, you know? It's like such a crock of shit. Anyways, I'm VBerg. Like and subscribe, comment. I don't really care. But yeah, I don't know where to move to, but we'll see. Hopefully, when I get rich, I'll decide. Thank you guys for watching.